Welcome back, programmers. Welcome back to Helican Explanations. So, yeah, we are meeting a really a long time after. Okay, today let's start our session with data types. So, let's learn what are the data types and what is the first data type we are going to learn now. Let's start our session. So, yes, the first data type now we are going to learn is list. So in list we have many things to learn, but now you'll be giving you'll be taking a really a brief way of list. So let's get started. Even now, from now I'll be giving a visualization of every topic because I got a new idea. So please cooperate. So I've got some matter for lists right here. So lists are order sequences that can hold a variety of object types. They use square brackets. This is very important because I'll be explaining you why they'll use square brackets and commas to separate the objects in list. As you know that they'll use everything use commas to separate from each other. So they support indexing and slicing. You know what are indexing and what is a slice. So if you don't know, please go to the previous chapters and please get the knowledge from there. So next one is nesting. Nesting is very important because this is a basic concept right now, but in the future of programming you will be learning a lot of nesting topics, really a lot. Okay, and also have a variety of useful methods that can be called of them. So let's get started. So here is my visualization, but I think that's enough. Let's say we have elements A, B and C, and we have to insert them in a list. So let's assume that our list, it means that this square brackets is in a form of a box, a really big one. So let's insert these ABC elements into a big box, wooden box. So let's assume that box for keeping all these three elements. I did not use commas here because this is just a representation. So don't worry, we'll be using commas. So while we are inserting this, so we have to use a square bracket. So I've represented the square bracket symbol on this box. So after inserting, so we'll just insert A into this, B into this, C into this. So in the coding point of view, we will write, I wrote some any random example, but you can write anything. So you can write just list, my list, or another list, list 1, list 2, anything. So you can just assign a variable here, and the list is represented by square brackets. That's what make it different from other one. So why list? Why list is different and it is also called a data type? Because list stores a huge number of elements in a same time, and there are a lot of uses of list. So going ahead, you will only get the complete knowledge of list. So I'm assuming that I'm storing A, B, C into this box represented by square brackets, and then in the coding point of view, we'll write my list or any random variable equal to see this equal to, and the square brackets A, B, C. I've represented commas here. Let's go to the next slide. So yeah, this is very important. So I'm giving all the basic knowledge here, and then let's head to Jupyter Notebook and just code there, because I think visualization and representation is very important in knowledge point of view. So let's open the box. We've collected the elements A, B, C that is stored, and let's slice that into three individual boxes, A in one box, B in one box, and C in one box. So you already know that indexing will start from 0, 1, 2 in point of positive numbers, -1 from here, -1, -2 and -3 from negative numbers. So I think this is it from indexing and slicing in lists. So we'll be also learning nesting in lists and how to append something in a list, pop out something, how to reverse, how to sort, how to concatenate list, and how to nest a list. So let's head to Jupyter Notebook and let's solve the problems there. So here we are at the Jupyter Notebook. So let's start by just remember my points or just note them down because they are very, very important. We are following an order and that order is very, very important. So first we are going to assign a list named a random one. I am taking my list, your wish. So let's go to indexing and slicing, the second one. And the third one is concatenation. So and the fourth one is appending and popping. And the fifth one is reversing the list and sorting them out. And then sixth one will nest the list. Nesting the list is very, very important. Let's start by assigning a list named my list. You can take another name, that's your wish, but the list is recognized only by, it's square brackets. So I'm taking three types here: string, integer, and float. Let's run this cell. So here we are. Now my list value is been stored in Jupyter Notebook. Now what I'll do is so introduction, I'll just show you the length, how to calculate the length of any list. Just type my list dot length. That's it. Now run it. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's an opposite. I'm sorry, that's yeah. See, in our list we have one string, one integer, and one float. So already I've calculated the length. I'm sorry, that was a mistake, really sorry, just an opposite. So we've calculated the elements, the number of elements in our list. As I told you, the elements are separated by commas. So as separated, so they are counted as 1, 2, and 3. So now let's remove a comma and then let's test what happens. Let's run this cell. As you can see, if you will remove a comma, it will just give you an invalid syntax error. So if you again insert the comma there, oh, okay, one's gone. Yeah, now run this. That doesn't give you an error. So that is the importance of comma in between a element in a list. So this is length format of calculating a list or calculating a length of a list. Now let's go for indexing and slicing. You already know what is indexing and slicing, so I'll just go on with the examples. So let's again take my list and let's take so I need the first element, that is 1, and so on, whatever is there after the first element in my list. So let's say 1 is 2 and let's enter. See, you've got 1 and 1 pointer. Let's assign more and more integers or anything. Okay. So here we are having more elements in our list, so that makes more and more slicing and indexing. Let's say I need from third, okay, whatever the elements are there before the third one, I need the list of them. So let's say my list of all the elements that is before the third index. Third means in the natural number counting you'll get 4. Avoiding confusion, let's say, let's enter this. So you see, this is the index number 0 and this is 1 and this is 2. So excluding 3, we've got 0, 1 and 2. Is that clear? Okay, let's move on to the next one. So on the list we have number 3, that is concatenation. So in concatenation we'll be learning about how to concatenate a new element to our list. So here is the main confusion, like if we say my list, use a plus sign to concatenate anything, and already a new list in square one, 4, 5, 6. No, okay, already we have 4, 5, 6 in our list. So let's say new one. Okay, so now let's enter this. See, we got a new one in our list concatenated, but here is the big deal, guys. So if we run my list again, see, you will get only this one but not this one. So it means adding a new one, concatenating a new one to a list is not permanent, it's just temporary. So if you want to concatenate it permanently, just reassign the list, like my list. Now enter this. Okay, we've got an indentation here. Okay, let's enter this again. Yeah, now let's run this again. See, you've got a new one. So let's just clear this and just write this again for your and my satisfaction. Let's run this again. See, now we are getting a new list with a new one. So just we are reassigning the my list one with a new variable called again my list. So now this my list variable stores our list, our old one, plus with a new one. So now our new list comes with a new one that is concatenated from the old one. So this is concatenation. So remember one thing, concatenating is not permanent. If you want to make it permanent, so you can just reassign the value with another variable. If you want to take the same one you've used for old one. Going to the fourth one on our list for appending and popping. Let's say append and pop. That will be better, right? Append and pop. So first let's learn about append format and let's learn about pop format. So append format comes with a permanent reassigning. In concatenation we again reassigned a variable, but here we'll get a permanent one. Let me show you. Let's say my list and let's my list dot append. Use this and just use parentheses and append anything you want. Let's say second one. Okay, now let's run this. It's appended. Now let's test what is appended to our list. See, we've got a new one and we've got a second one. Now this is permanent, as you can see here on the screen. Now let's say I want to pop out some element from this list. So I hate this second one because I already have a new one. So let's pop this element out. For popping out we just need the element index. So for calculating the index, let's come from starting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm sure that must be 9. My list dot pop and just write the index name in the parentheses, that is 9. I think this will work. We've popped out second one, and now let's say my list. We don't have the second one in our list. Great. So we've completed appending and popping an element in our list. So now I think our list is in neutral state. We've appended one and we've popped out one. Okay, it's neutral. And next, let's go to reverse and sort. For reversing and sort, I think you'll need another example. Let's say LST list is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's run this. So now we'll be using list only because it is very big and the numbers are not correctly sorted. So for the clarity one, let's take this one, list, reverse this and then sort this again. Now let's run this. So after running this, the format for reversing is very important. Okay, because it's not there. What? List, REVRS, reverse. The parentheses are very important, but in appending also we've used parentheses after that, and in pop also. So in reverse also we are using that. Let's run this. And now let's test that our list is reversed or not. List. See, our list has been reversed successfully. And now let's sort that elements again. So sorting basically works with ascending order of particular elements in particular list. So the format for sorting is so our list has been sorted. Let's run that. See, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and that's done. So there's this simple format for reversing and sorting. Next, the major part comes, that is nesting with lists. It means that making all three in one. So basically nesting means now for the nesting purpose, let's take 3 examples that will be easier. List 1 is equal to 1 and list 2 is equal to 2 and list 3 is equal to 3. So we've took simple integers for our understanding. Let's run this cell again. So we've got 3 lists here with elements 1, 2, 3 in it. Now let's nest this list and then test that again. So for nesting purpose, let's say nested is equal to. So what is nesting means? So here we are taking 3 lists and taking the same list in a different variable, a random one or a same one, your wish. List 1 comma list 2 comma list 3. Okay, now we've nested that. Let's run this and now let's test this nested one. You've got 1, 2 and 3, and remember this format, you got a list in an other list. It means that, see, now let's say nested 0. Okay, let's take first element of the nested list and let's run that. See, you've got a list. You didn't get an integer, you got a list that is from list 1. So that is what nesting means. That means that bringing 3 to 4 boxes in our visualization, bringing 3 to 4 boxes in our one huge box. So that is what we'll call as a nest, and nesting the list works like this. So with this we can nest a lot of lists into a single one. So that is it for the lecture. So we've completed everything on list. We also have comprehending the list. That is a little complex. I mean, not that, but let's learn that in our future lessons. And let's end this list chapter now. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe and comment, and let me know in the comment section. Meet you in the next lecture. Bye bye.